Russia's latest offensive in Ukraine has reached an unprecedented scale, with over 900 bombs, nearly 500 Shahed drones, and around 30 missiles striking Ukrainian targets in just 1 week. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky described it as one of the largest escalations in recent months, devastating cities and essential infrastructure across the nation. Civilian areas have borne the brunt of the assault, with hospitals, power stations, and residential buildings hit in multiple strikes. This assault has led to extensive power outages and worsened the humanitarian crisis, leaving millions of Ukrainians without essential services. Taking to Telegram, Zelensky argued that such intense assaults would be impossible if Ukraine had adequate long-range weapons. He renewed his plea for Western allies to supply these weapons to help deter Russian attacks and emphasized the need for sanctions to limit Moscow's access to vital military components. Western intelligence assessments indicate that the war is no longer in a stalemate, with Russia making steady advances in eastern and southern Ukraine. This development has deepened concerns in Kyiv and Washington, heightening fears that Ukraine's defenses may struggle to hold off Russian forces. The conflict's complexity grows with the involvement of North Korean troops, reportedly deployed to bolster Russian lines. Ukrainian intelligence estimates 3,000 North Korean soldiers are already on Russian territory, with numbers potentially rising to 12,000 in the coming weeks. Zelensky has voiced alarms over North Korea's military presence, warning allies that this marks a significant escalation. He suggested a preemptive strike on North Korean training camps within Russia, claiming Ukrainian intelligence has located these sites. Meanwhile, Russia claims it is making significant gains. The Russian Defense Ministry reports that its forces have inflicted heavy losses on Ukrainian brigades and foreign mercenaries, particularly around Kharkov and Donetsk. These gains underline Moscow's renewed offensive strategy, aimed at pushing Ukrainian forces back. Moscow's forces have intensified airstrikes on Ukrainian airfields, fuel depots, and supply lines, a strategy the Kremlin asserts is meant to cripple Ukraine's logistical capabilities. These strikes emphasize Russia's goal of securing key positions before winter slows military movements. Russian air defenses have intercepted Ukrainian attacks at unprecedented rates, downing 47 drones and intercepting 4 ATACMS missiles supplied by the US. This defensive success reflects Russia's efforts to neutralize Western-supplied weaponry while holding strategic positions. North Korea's Foreign Minister Cho Sun-hui recently visited Moscow, expressing Pyongyang's support and calling the relationship with Russia an invincible military comradeship. North Korean troops are expected to reinforce Russian positions, shifting the battlefield dynamics in favor of Moscow.
First of all, about North Korean soldiers and officers. They have both. They have both already on Russian territory. And they will use it both. They will use it on our territory. 3,000 already on the territory of Russia, 3,000 of North Korean soldiers. We think the information from our intelligence, we think that they will have 12,000. This soon, soon. It's not about years or months, it's soon. So that is the first. Of course, it's escalation, and how we can, sometimes I'm very surprised how our big partners, big strategic partners said that we should not cross red lines and escalate. But we think that Russia does it itself.
Despite Zelensky's appeals, US officials have denied requests for Ukrainian strikes deep within Russian territory. However, Secretary of State Antony Blinken recently acknowledged that North Korean troops could arrive on the battlefield within days, a stark indication of the escalating cooperation between Moscow and Pyongyang.